I'm gonna go back here and talk to Blackwall or Tom or whoever before I forget.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch.
Absolutely.
They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back. Though I'm not sure what to think of this council.
Yeah.
No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
You're just gonna keep hitting things? Maybe you should stop.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better.
Anon's really good at hitting things. That's how she de-stresses, is she hits things.
Inquisitor?
Nothing else to say right now. Last few years. I hope this letter finds you well. I apologize for my prolonged absence. I have traced the whereabouts of one more of my former company, and I am writing to you from Kirkwall, where he now resides. I knew him as Private Nicholas Lorry. He goes by Klaus now. Unlike so many of the men I betrayed, Klaus found a way to put his life together without turning to crime. It doesn't in any way lessen the horror of what I did, but it was comforting to see at least one life not completely ruined by my actions. Klaus is married to a lovely lady. They run a small bakery. It didn't take him long for recognition to dawn, and then I had 2 mince pies lobbed at my head. Pies that were fresh from the oven. Mind you, it was a good thing I ducked. I made my apologies. Even after months of searching and making reparations, it was still hard. To his credit, Klaus allowed me to talk, and we ended the visit with ales at the Hanged Man. I should return within the month. Thank you for allowing me this time, Inquisitor. It's a little unclear how long companions have been away. Wager notes. Oh, yes. This gets updated throughout the DLC. Notes carried back and forth by runners covered in different handwriting. What do you say, gentlemen? 3 days before the Inquisition sees sense and aligns itself with Orlais? Properly this time? M. Nonsense, Marcel. Ferelden is here for blood. A day before, they either demand it outright or threaten war on us if they don't get it. L. The Divine will intercede. She must. Victoria and the Inquisition are too closely connected in everyone's eyes for her not to interfere. A. You have great confidence in the Chantry, Elaine. 1,000 royals worth of confidence from each of you. The Divine settles the fate of the Inquisition. A. Done. 1,000 from each of you once the Inquisition accedes sovereignty to Orlais and the Council of Heralds. M. You two will beggar me. L. Leonard, are you out? M. Don't be ridiculous. 1,000 royals on the Fereldans getting their way after all. Well, I may know who's going to win that bet. Dogbone? Hard and Hightown, Chapter 13. Storms of Temptation. Tattered novel bills itself as a sweeping romance on the 8 seas by Danelle Mithril? Cover shows a dark-skinned elf with long platinum hair hanging by one hand from the mast of his ship, a dagger in his teeth. A woman in an elaborate mask, low-cut dress, and almost as much hair as the elf gasps up from the base of the mast. The elf is glaring at its hand and chiseled human pirate grinning as his vessel pulls alongside the elf's ship. If found, please return to Lady Yvette Montilly. Oh. There's this again. I think this one has kind of a point later, but I don't know. I don't understand. Cassandra.
Oh. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Go on.
I am. What's on your mind?
Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
What? Cassandra?
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I really can't imagine what you mean.
I'm talking about marriage.
What?
Marriage?
I can't imagine who it is. Megan knows you've kept it secret, but if marriage is...
No.
You're not proposing.
No.
To anyone.
No.
I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
Varric told you?
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
Oh. Well, I mean... That was sweet.
I do appreciate what you were trying to say.
Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things.
I don't know, Cassandra.
But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Aww.
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages. It is good to see you, my friend.
Aww. I love Cassandra so much. I want whatever this is over here. That looks like, yeah, a pair of paddles. That's exactly what that looked like. And I was like, nope, can't be that. Okay. So this is where we can do literally everything we could possibly want.
Solas mysterious magic by his own hand, not a Dalish or a city elf, skeptic born into lovely land, Dorian rebel.
Okay, chapter 17.
A mage from the Taverner Imperium, charming and suave and just slightly suspect. These are the early days we defend.
Even more stuff. Notes on Palace Guests. Collection of servants' notes on the guest attending the Winter Palace. Countess de Avore wants a stateroom set aside from 3 to 5 in the afternoon for her daughter's harp practice. Must have windows on one side and a balcony. If she proposes a recital, refer her to the seneschal. Duke Peripone wants to entertain Ferelden relatives, a barrel of whiskey and 3 wheels of cheese to be delivered to his quarters this evening. Ban war-torn, his bed should be made up with linens, not silks. Sister Listone complains of an old wound in her left leg is making itself felt. Move her to the ground floor. Lady Galette, a duelist, has requested a sparring partner and a suitable practice ground. Lord Gilderay to be woken at 8 by a maid on even days, a page boy on odd days, don't ask, with a fresh pitcher of water and 12 sprigs of lavender on a peach-colored towel, don't ask. Carrying these items in silently without making eye contact with his lordship, placing them on the divan, clapping twice and leaving without a word. Do not ask. Goodness gracious. So much Varric in the last few years. Greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The red lyrium cleanup and the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the Maker, the crazy cursed Templar is gone," which was remarkably catchy, despite, or maybe because of the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now, the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Every try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor, there aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometimes. We'll get in a game of Wicked Grace. Please, this Viscount shit is boring me to death. Very. So apparently we went to Kirkwall to close the rifts, and then Varric stayed because shit needed done. Vivian the last few years. I fear I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Halam Sharal. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Antiquarians and the Lucrosians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last 2 occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protest over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must, of course, convey the continuing approbation of the Orlesian Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. Cordially, Vivian. Which all of that takes a very different tone whether or not she likes you. Cullen the last few years. Word has spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add "ello" call to this letter. He also insists it be "ello" and not "hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. Aww. Cassandra in the last few years. I'm writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius' betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate, but she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Ravane. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucius killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. I confess I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once, I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than the land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. But now that friends wait for me there, it is almost a home. Cassandra. Alright, now that I'm successfully all turned around, Charter.
Well met, your worship.
Okay, she has nothing to tell me right now. conduct becoming the Inquisition. To all members of the Inquisition, it has come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behavior expected from us during this exalted council. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the imperial court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you've overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they are not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. If you are steered into an argument about the Inquisition's politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. If all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Sincerely, Lady Montelier. Activity in the Winter Palace. Treasurer's notes are in an encryption she developed with Lavellan over the last couple years. CM's intentions seem sincere. Agent in Palace at party tonight where CM is attending. VP left notes at drop as promised. Servant in green livery seen leaving guest wing of Palace at odd hours. Possible tryst. Madame LV's second cousin is a bard, employ of Duke WM. Lord WG plans to meet Lady GD tonight. Neither of their spouses know. Lord RW plans to meet Lady SR tonight. Their spouses do know. Lord RW's wife encouraged RW to step out with SR so she could have some peace and quiet to herself. Okay. Alright, so this is where we change our clothes, and I'm not going to do that because it gets weird. Iron Bull the last few years. Thank you for sending the Chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his Chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Parendel. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's Chargers in Self-Reach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by red lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. The Bull's Chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. Excerpts from letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by Bull's Chargers over the past 2 years. And is this our storage chest? Yes, it is. Is there anything in the storage chest? No, there is not. Okay, all right. Now that I've gotten myself all turned around. All right, we went through there. That was the thing. We haven't been back this way. There is a thing up there, and it's really freaking annoying to get. Harden Hightown, Chapter 14.
Maybe.
Dogbone. Take all that. Can I climb up these? Not yet. Not until I have a reason to climb up those, apparently. So we will get that later. We went through there. We haven't been in the actual tavern. We also haven't gone in here, but it's basically just a shop of everything you could possibly want, need, or desire. What is that? Dogbone? Yes! Hold on. Okay, that's buy and sell. That's not take an item. Alright. Excuse me? Gilded Horn's drink menu. Sarah.
Here's you! And everyone! Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, herald of everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
Sarah, I'm up for pranks, but this is not a good idea.
Have a good view then. You're not stopping me.
That's fine. Just This doesn't look good. What are you doing? Sarah! Sarah. Sarah.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
What have you heard?
Is someone moving against us?
Sure. Start with everyone, everywhere. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you.
Aww.
What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
You want me to join?
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken.
Words. Look, we don't want you. We want to be there for you.
Aww.
If you want to keep doing, it won't be nobles who help. It'll be friends.
That's really sweet. But I don't see Anon as a Jenny.
I don't think I can do what you do, but I'm glad to call you friend.
Then we're still at your back. You'd have a hard time stopping us.
Did we make this trip for nothing?
No.
Balls no. We're gonna drink to tomorrow until it's yesterday.
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never in the group.
Oh, Sarah.
Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
Sarah. That song is amazing.
Go figure out what end this bunch want, and then we can get to fun with friends and friends.
Okay, sounds good. This also gets updated. Sarah's past and now things. Lost another book. Stop leaving them places. Below are journal entries by Sarah. Also, several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again. Less stuff. More things. People things. Too many vowel somethings. Name less stupid or lay. Last Jenny checked in. Wasn't worried. Drawings of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol smashing against the face of a chevalier. The symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Castle Sutherland and crew. Sares all around. He ever stopped grinning? Traveling again. And again. Been here before. We're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace? Never good. Pack bees. Bet Varric we're in trouble. Scratched out. Varric won't take a sucker bet. In for 10 with Colin. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my Skyhold clothes. Scratched out. Piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Whittle even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? Drawing of Sarah and Dagna silhouetted by an explosion, bees, and exploding bees. Because Sarah and Dagna are dating and it's awesome. Chargers in the palace. No one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Still beardy. Josie is best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone? They never call in everyone. Leliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. Friends are friends. Best night with everyone. Drank everything. Made some promises. We stole everything. Piled it sideways. Dorian leaving again. Didn't cry. That's what he wants. Oh, Sarah. So... yeah, we can't really see it, but yeah, hand has been glowing a little more than normal. I may want to save before I have this conversation. ball.
Your worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
What? Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just
Canary?
keep him talking. He loves talking.
Do Canary have birthdays?
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
I sure like night enchanting. For other politics.
Most mages hate the thick of battle, but I can't imagine hanging back. It's nice to get your hands dirty.
That's why I like you, boss. You swing a sword. It's a weird sword made out of magic, but still.
This is so. If you want to talk to Iron Bull, you talk about hitting things and you talk about dragons, and that was the only dialogue option about hitting things.
It's good to see that the veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the fade.
There's actually a really long theory post about how that works. I do not love Ferelden politics.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasra. Remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
We did miss a little cutscene of Dalish using magic to push the skull across the whatever.
Hey, boss.
Hey, bye. Okay, I think we have finally spoken with everyone. So let's see. We talked with Dorian, Vivian, Solas isn't here. We talked to Cole, Sarah, Varric, Blackwall, Cassandra. Bull. Okay.
Inquisitor fought for our soul.
Cole, what are you doing?
A battle, a breach, the one we beseech to protect our lives and our homes. Now, how do we follow? The battle is all but won. Peace can last forever.
Oh, I wanted to deposit the doggy biscuits. Yes! Got them all. Good puppy! Crudgel needs a rune. Might be good though. Cullen, you just like...
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
You were so chill
Inquisitor?
about those bees. Okay. Let's go get this party started, shall we? Ah, there was another one! I'll never get them.
Same old.
It'll never happen. Yeah, I already did that. We're good.